Welcome to the Aftermath Presents.
It's the best music discussion on the net. I'm Soren Baker.
I'm Billy Johnson Jr.
And today we have the privilege and honor of being joined by the illustrious Andres Tardio, senior news writer at HipHopDX. Thank you for coming through, Andres.
Thank you guys. This is awesome.
Oh, perfect.
Yes.
Perfect for our news segment today. You know how we do it. We got 75 seconds per topic.
Right.
So let's hit it. First topic. Kendrick Lamar, you know, this Drake thing has been going on, so he had a couple words.
It's been bubbling.
He had a couple words for Drake, and so the question was posed, you know, if he and Drake were friends, and he said, we're cool, but if we weren't, I'm okay with that.
Andres, what's your take on this, man?
I think this is great for hip hop as long as it stays on wax. These are two of the top rappers, and sometimes the top rappers aren't always lyrically skilled, and in this case I can say that at least both rappers can deliver on a record, and regardless of who you prefer, I think that both of them deserve their top spot, even though some might disagree, but for both of them to be going at it, I think that's an exciting time, and I haven't seen something like that come out since for a while.
Now, do you think what do you think Drake's gonna come with, man? Because Kendrick obviously has been prominent on his commentaries. Drake on record, not as much. What do you think?
Well, I think people doubted Drake when Common went at him, and then he actually delivered something against Common.
But he didn't get that Canada Dry, though. I like that one.
Yeah, okay, that was a good line.
Let's keep it going. So Trinidad James.
On to the other end of the spectrum.
Yeah, Trinidad James and Maino, they have a beef. What's up with this one?
Man, Trinidad James basically was in New York and said that Atlanta runs New York musically, and that all the rappers in New York sound like they could be from Atlanta. Maino today basically took heat with that. Didn't like it. Yeah. So basically,
that might make
Andres,
some people upset. Yeah.
What do you think about this, man? They're going back and forth on Twitter.
Yeah.
Trinidad James is posting on Instagram. What's your take on this one?
Well, obviously it's on Twitter and Instagram, so it's like a social media beef. So it's not like a rap beef. So we're not getting any tracks out of this, at least
not yet.
Now.
Not yet.
But we might get that. I also want to say that Trinidad did go back and say this is what I actually meant on Twitter, and he said that instead of saying that the rappers in New York were bad, that just New York fans weren't supporting New York rap is what he said he meant. But I think anytime you make a statement like that, you're gonna expect some backlash, and that's exactly what he got.
Yeah, I don't think anybody has elected Trinidad James to be their spokesperson.
And with that, he's good.
Okay.
Yes. But now we got to move on to Eminem, man. It's been Eminem week and basically Eminem month, and he's dominated not only the album sales charts but just all the news. And Billy, we were talking about it, man. He had 8 albums in the top 200 this week.
I didn't even catch that. I was just focused on the 792,000.
That's a lot
copies.
of records.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, when you look at that number, it's high. Yeah. But then when you see that he's got other albums also on the charts today, it's pretty phenomenal, especially when the Marshall Mathers LP dropped in 2000. So you take that amount of time, and he's outselling rappers who dropped albums this year. For this week, he outsold Jay-Z and Pusha T, two great rappers who released albums this year with an album that came out in 2000.
Yes.
That's pretty phenomenal.
Yeah, not bad at all. And also, there are so many layers to this. One, Rap Fraud. So his song Rap God made a Chicago group, Hotstylz, kind of upset. And so how do you feel about that? Do you feel that was warranted? Or?
Well, I thought their approach was great in them saying, it might be our one hit and we might be one-hit wonders, but that's our hit. Yeah. And you can't just steal it and take it upon yourself to add it into a song. Yeah. So I think they have quite a point. I don't know if they're going to get too far with it, but they might.
Yeah, we'll see. Soren, you want to add?
Well, I was going to say, too, then there was the whole thing with Casual was getting upset with Eminem using the song title Rap God because he had a song named that a couple years ago, Andres. So what's your take on Casual coming out at Eminem?
Well, I think it's interesting because he's saying, well, I am the true and living rap god. And so it's an interesting take, kind of like you had mentioned with Kendrick Lamar and him saying, I'm the king of New York. And then everybody else said, no, wait, I'm the king. Yeah. And now this just replace king for God. And you've got what's currently going on with Eminem,
Yeah.
where everybody just wants to claim that.
Yeah, I don't necessarily have a problem with someone borrowing or using the same kind of title per se. It's like using the lyrics, and not attributing them. That's what I have a problem with. So I don't know.
Or like with Hotstylz, not only using like similar lyrics, but also using the beat switch and then the melodies
And
as
the
well,
refrain.
Yeah.
and then not adding their name to the credits. I think that was what
I
really
agree.
bothered
I
me.
know the timer went off. We don't care. But I just want to say too, I had a chance to talk to the guys from Hotstylz, and I was trying to get up to the point of like, this is Eminem. Like maybe he was gonna put you guys in the video. They're just like, dude, we got jobs. We write for Comedy Central. We're not broke. It's about respect, and we don't care about. We're not even trying to sue him. We just wanted to call him out, which I thought was dope.
Well, they should sue him. But
Yeah.
let's move on. So, man, to wrap it up here, we got to, this is a great year 20 years ago for rap in 1993. We saw the release of 2 albums on the same day. Enter the Wu-Tang, 36 Chambers, and Tribe Called Quest, Midnight Marauders. Billy Andres, what do you think of those two?
Well, just for me, it was ODB. It hurt my heart to see him gone. Shimmy, shimmy. Yeah, so what's up? Shame on her.
Shame on him, man.
Yeah.
Right. And I think both of those albums are particularly important for hip hop. I'd say that the Enter the Wu is probably one of the most important albums for me, and probably one of the most significant rap groups that I've heard.
Yeah.
And to see them today, the living members, to see them today, I think is still great. And you still see them, with all the things that have gone wrong with the Wu-Tang.
Yeah.
They still deliver a lot of greatness, and it's pretty awesome. I love to see hip hop grow in that way. I don't ever want to hear a rapper say they're retiring because of age, because this is not a sport. So as long as you can do it well, I suggest rappers keep doing it.
Yeah, that's dope. All
Well,
right.
there it is, Andres. Appreciate you coming through, joining us here at the Aftermath. I'm Soren Baker. You can follow me on Twitter at SorenBaker.
I'm Billy Johnson Jr. You can follow me on Twitter at Y_Billy Johnson.
Nice. And I'm Andres Tardio. You can find me on Twitter at Andres Writes, just like that, Andres Writes, WRITES. And you can find me on Instagram at Andres55, just Andres55. Thank you.
Yes, and appreciate Mike and Rick Ross, Delicious Vinyl, always hooking it up. Take it easy, y'all.